afternoon. Welcome to the Finance Committee meeting. Our agenda is to go over the items that are going to be brought forth to the general meeting at 6:30. And I'm calling to order. It is 4:02, and I see, I have Madam President here present, and I don't see any of the other counselors there. Do I? Councilor LeVar Click Bruce is on. Okay, Councilor LeVar Click Bruce is on. I'm sorry, I can't see you guys.
That's all that I see.
Your picture's not on there, so thank you for, everybody, thank you for being here. Okay, so we are going to be going through the agenda. It's rather long, but there are some items on here that I don't think we need to discuss because we know what they are, especially from the Springfield Library Foundation. And any grants, well, we can talk about them here if anyone wants to talk about them, are over $100,000. So the first one we do need to talk about, and that would be Mr. Pat Burns, the May revenue versus expenditure report.
Oh. Thank you, Madam Chair. Tonight I'll be presenting the May revenue versus expenditure report. This represents 11 months of the fiscal year. As you can see, our revenue is still outpacing our expenditures, which is the norm this time of year. Working on closing the year out. We do as we close out in Munis. We did that on July 9th, and then we have 2 months where departments can make post-closing adjustments. They're strictly general journals. We have a deadline of September 5th. That is an important piece of the free cash calculation is any grant deficit that we have as of June 30th, be a reduction to our free cash. The Department of Revenue allows us a 90-day window, which ends on September 30th. So we can extinguish those deficits if the money's received in that time period. So that's where we are right now. I'm hoping to have an unaudited year-end statement for the second meeting in September that I believe is the 21st or 22nd. And at that point, we'll have a good picture of how we ended the year.
Great, thank you, Pat. Questions? I get to the whole packet. Yeah, well, I do want to ask, what's the, I'll say estimated free cash this year, if you know.
I'm looking at approximately $12 million. That's what I'm seeing right now. That number can certainly change depending on how we land with the grant deficits, and we also have to work with the school department on their net school spending carryover amount. Those numbers, really, we don't finalize those till September. So that's the figure I'm looking at right now. Don't hold me to it.
Oh, we won't. Thanks, Pat. Any other questions? You say expenditures are outpacing revenue? Revenue's outpacing.
Yes.
Revenue's outpacing expenditures?
Which is normal this time of year because all 4 quarters of tax bills have been mailed, and basically the last bill was payable on May 1st. So
even though like property tax is under by 7 million?
yes, that's budget to actual, but just for the year to date, our revenue is 958 million, while our expenses is 897 million.
Are there like any big expenditures coming along that you think that why the revenue is out?
The big piece is if you look at the education line item, they're only 85% expended. That's going to be 100% expended at the end of the year because of the net school spending calculation. also some of the teachers choose to be paid
Oh.
over the summer. So what we do is record that as an expense, and I have to accrue it back to FY 26. So this week is a 26-week.
Alright. Anyone else? Alright, so I'm going to move down to number 9. I know Molly, I'm sure you're here. And you appreciate you.
You sure don't wanna go over them real quick?
Well, do you have any questions on any of them? I know the number 3 is a donation that we got from Club Tiger, which is in the daycare.
That the city received.
Right. And then the rest of these are grants, right, Molly?
Yes.
And a donation to the library.
Maybe just like the ones that I'm not familiar with, like in your mailbox, what is that?
Oh, sure. That's a service that we provide to homebound, mostly seniors, but it's not restricted to seniors in Springfield. So they can sign up and lead a sort of reading, a profile of what they like to read, librarians select the books and then mail them. And then the postage is covered in turn.
Do you lose any of the books that way?
No.
No, return them?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the marketing grant, are we about to beef up marketing?
Yes, that's used for when we do a lot of social media marketing and we have to pay for that. So we use it for social media marketing, anything related. We had some marketing on some TA buses, so that.
Recognizing Council Chris.
So this isn't related to a grant, but maybe it could be related to the staff development grant, but I've been getting like calls about the city library, State Street, the homeless population and the smell and safety concerns. So I don't know if we could do anything about that.
Well, we have a contract with the museums and they provide 2 security guards for all their hours that we're open. So we have that and we haven't noticed that many problems in terms of interactions with the staff or the public. But
I think it's more like
perception.
Perception,
Yeah.
hygiene.
Yeah.
And then another call I got was a kid sometimes on their phone just playing the music out loud and nobody says anything. Yeah, but I can understand people might be afraid, but at least maybe the security guards can.
Yeah, we do have, especially in the teen area, which is a lower level, we've had a few groups of kids that have caused problems and they're asked to leave. The staff get the security guards and they're asked.
All right, we're talking about the Springfield Library Foundation, all the grants that they got. So,
You wanna come back?
all right, Roy's gonna go handle it. That's number 9. That's a SEC training grant. I don't, what is that again, Sequoia? Okay.
It should be on call.
Okay, Rebecca, do you want to talk about the SEC training grant increase?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
So Rebecca Ocasio, Deputy Director with Springfield Emergency Communications. We were very fortunate to be awarded an additional $13,000 on our training grant. This is to allow Jillian Madison Wilson, our training coordinator, to attend a leadership program. This would pay for her salary costs, transportation, the course fees, lodging, meals, all expenses associated with that program, which is entitled Communication Center Manager. It's a high-level program and certification for her. So that is awarded to us by means of a $13,000 increase on the training grant. So the fiscal year 27 training grant was approved at $213,031.30. So with this $13,000 increase, it would move up to $226,031.30. And that's reimbursement, non-matched. That's reimbursement for actual expenses.
Okay. Excellent.
What department is this?
911.
Excellent. And how do you think, Rebecca, that's going to help the city, I guess, to be better prepared for the emergencies?
So it's a wonderful opportunity for Jillian for her career advancement. It will allow her to participate in advanced leadership courses, increase her skills, her management skills, open up opportunities for her in the future. I was very fortunate to be a recipient of that same scholarship in 2022. And I believe in 2017, we had a previous operations manager that was also awarded that scholarship. So we'll just help her to increase her skills and to perform for us as a training coordinator and promotions in the future.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments? Thank you. And I would like to go down to the number 14.
Before we move on, I got some more questions about the library grants, like the music grants, staff development and summer reading. What libraries are those for?
Those are for all of them.
Oh,
The music grant is an endowment, it's the Rose Smith Fund. Rose Smith was actually worked for the library many, many years ago, and she left a quite substantial endowment to the library.
so nice.
And it's restricted to music.
To music.
Mhm.
Thank
We
you.
do a lot of concerts.
Yeah, I know, I love them. Yeah, I go.
Could I ask a question?
Yes.
In terms of that, because that's dear to me, when it comes to the music program, have those programs have any development for children that know how to play the instruments, type of programs like that?
We do, we have a lot of programs with the community music school. They
Okay.
come to the different libraries. I think there's a program this week at Brightwood. They come and they bring instruments and we do have some instruments that we can loan out that people can borrow with their library cards. So and so there are some specific programs for children.
So when it comes to the approach to the community, that's what I'm trying to say. If parents are interested in having their children, my son has a very extensive in music. And my late husband, Freddie Moreno, he was one of the New England percussionists. And what I have seen is that specifically in the Latino community, I have not seen that development of the music like it used to be at Helena School back then. And I don't see the approach when it comes to public relations for recruiting like we used to do. And that's the type of program that I'm looking within the Latino community because they will benefit. You know, and coming the summer, if we have some types of program like that, safety issue, all of the above, mental issue, helps with that. So that's why I'm asking.
Thank you. I can follow up with you.
Please do. Thank you.
Any other questions on those?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Did you want to ask about last call?
Who's that for?
That's not ours.
No, it's not. I'm just saying I'm going on to the.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know.
I was gonna go bypass it because I think I
I
asked
don't know what
Sequoia.
last call is.
Sequoia.
for fire.
So I can speak to that one if you ladies are ready. So-
Yes.
So my name is Megan Bash. I'm from the Springfield Fire Department and I serve as Program and Grants Administrator there. So these are the first, one of two grants, the first two grants that I wrote.
Nice.
So this is the Last Call Foundation grant. It's a foundation that was set up in the wake of a firefighter's death out in Boston. And we successfully applied for a grant for $30,000 to purchase a fancy term, roto decon extractor, which is a fancy machine, a fancy way of saying that it's a machine that cleans their air tanks, their CVA equipment, and like the boots, the gloves, et cetera, things that don't fit into a normal cleaner that cleans their bunker gear. So their bunker coat, their bunker pants. So for many years, the guys have been cleaning their SCBA equipment manually with their hands. And that increases the risk of exposure to carcinogens, which of course increases the risk of cancer, which of course increases medical bills and retirement expenses for the city of Springfield. So it's a very clear win to have at least one of these. Ideally, we would have one in every station. But we now have one of these and we will procure one of these, and it's going to be based down in repair. So that when the rigs go down to get their air tanks refilled and get other gear switched out after an incident, they can throw their gear in this extractor and get it cleaned while they're waiting for repair to tune up their vehicles and whatnot. I'm happy to answer any other questions regarding this grant or this funder that you may have.
Jared? How many of the equipment can fit in one machine?
That's a good question. 2 sets.
Is that-
2 sets. So it's a little tight time wise, but we did do the math, and it is possible that in the turnaround time for the rigs down in repair, a company of 3 to 4 could get their gear cleaned in that time, because it's a very rapid cycle, much faster than probably all of us children. So.
You said you might be getting another one?
So we got another grant that I'll speak to a little bit later. It's number 15.
Okay.
If you're ready, I can speak to it now.
Yeah, you
That would be fine as well. So the Emergency Management Performance Grant, I'd like to say that this was on me, but this is a legacy grant. So we really have to mess up not to get this grant. It's from the Massachusetts Emergency Management Authority, so the state level body of FEMA. And so MEMA gets money from FEMA, like hundreds of millions of dollars every year. And then they divide it up amongst the municipalities based on population size. And so because we're one of the bigger cities, I think it was 8 million total for the entire state, which is pittance. But in any case, Springfield got $64,000 of that. And what we decided was a priority after doing our needs assessment within the department was that city doesn't have sufficient functioning, reliable light towers to light up. And as we know, there's more and more events going on downtown. God forbid something should happen, a major emergency. I think between the police and the fire department currently, we have like 3 light towers, and one of them is not reliable. So part of this grant would go toward purchasing a brand new set of new light towers that can be deployed either at community events or emergency events. The other piece of this that we're excited about is a collaboration with the police department. It was brought to our attention, obviously when an emergency hits, it's gonna be all hands on deck. So police, fire, everyone's gonna show up. So there's no use competing over the resources. So we found out that a mutual need was that we don't have a mobile command unit to drive to the site of either a community event or an emergency. And so all of the operations would either have to be run out of individual cars or at one of our emergency operating centers that may or may not be in proximity to the event. And so we had a leftover vehicle, or I should say the police department had a leftover Pierce vehicle, an old fire truck kind of command unit vehicle. It's been gutted. We've increased the capacity from 2 to 10. It's getting a new wrap, like a new kind of facelift, because it's a very old machine. It's getting new radios, new lights, new sound system, etc. And so that's going to come out to about $35,000 of that $64,000. And then before we break ground on rehabilitating it, we're also going to collaborate to design a memorandum of understanding that guides how the shared use of the vehicle will be managed going forward. Obviously, if there's a joint emergency, no one would be fighting over it, right? But if the fire department has something that it needs it for, there should be an established process that they can go and say to the police department, we're gonna need it for this day, for this reason, X, Y, Z. And we wanna make sure that, if there's no continuity of staffing, that we at least have something on paper that says that though on paper, this vehicle belongs to the police department, it's a shared resource for the fire and police department managed by the Director of Emergency Management, so Deputy Tyrone Denson. Happy to answer any questions about that.
Where the in-kind match coming from?
So the in-kind match is coming from our CAD system. So it's, my understanding is that it's the 911 dispatch system, the software that we use. If Rebecca is still online, she might be, yep, I think I see her there, my increasingly blurry vision. CAD, I don't know what the acronym stands for, but it's essentially, my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, Rebecca, it's the system that, the entire dispatch system software. It's a massive expense that the city pays for each year. So we're just taking a sliver of those management costs to provide the match.
Okay.
Nelson,
You are so thorough. All right, good on Megan.
more than we do.
All right, number 16, I was JDP grant. What is JDP? Who's got that?
UGD, let's see.
Oh, Shine, cause we knew
Oh,
it
yeah,
already.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
know Shine already, but
if you wanna speak to it.
No, we'll skip
I
that.
thought Commissioner Carlton Harris was gonna do that. I was gonna leave rock.
We
Okay,
can skip the shine.
okay.
I'm sorry, I'm here.
If you wanna.
Yes, thank you.
I got another one. there.
Okay.
Got another one. So JDP, nobody's here for that? Springfield Police Department?
Yes, well, we can deal with that.
Okay,
That's a meeting.
yes, we are.
Kathy, you have anything on it?
I'm looking right now.
Okay, we'll circle back. Oh, the back.
It's our annual JDP grant for
Yeah.
correspondence. Oh,
Oh, there goes Lindsay. Go ahead, Lindsay.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, I heard Kathy say we'll circle back, but I was just gonna say we can speak to that if nobody from PD is here.
Okay. Go
We'll
ahead.
just get the information. Oh, I'll just get the information and then, I'll share it with you all when I get it, unless Kathy has it.
It's gotta be in this.
Yeah. Cause I don't wanna talk about it at the meeting.
I'm gonna read it out loud.
Department of Mental Health, jail or
Diversion.
diversion.
Okay, oh, I know this one.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Oh, the jail
Oh,
or
it's-
diversion.
Yeah, it's the VH
Yeah.
behavioral health
We get
network.
every year.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And that's
Okay.
80,000. No, man.
We know that.
Or responding clinicians.
Yeah.
We talk about every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know them.
So I have more details here if you want them.
Oh, I just read it. Sequoia gave me a sheet.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Mhm.
Okay.
Unless anybody else wanna hear
Yeah,
Okay.
we've heard it before, so. I
Okay,
just
great.
didn't know what JDP stood
it.
for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Jail diversion.
Yeah.
Right.
yes.
Okay, so the next one is tobacco control. Does anyone have any questions about that one? I know what that is. I'm sorry. Does anybody not know what that is? Okay, the mass call grant. No, I know what that
Yeah,
is.
cause I could update on that one.
Mass call,
So
anyone?
Mass Call 3 is an annualized grant that the Department of Health and Human Services received. Springfield is the lead for Mass Call 3 for Chicopee, Holyoke, and Springfield. It is a youth education grant. It educates and trains youth as far as substance use disorders are concerned. Our current partners with this grant is the Urban League of Springfield and Ensalada in Holyoke. Those are our two subcontractees.
Thank you,
Oh, that's
Commissioner.
great.
Anything else, Madam President? Anybody else? No? All right, mass in motion. I also think I know that one.
But we can hear it.
Commissioner, mass in
Yeah.
motion?
Yes, Mass in Motion is also an annualized grant. Mass in Motion has to do with health and wellness in the city of Springfield. You probably know that we have the a wellness and health group that is run through the Department of Health and Human Services. We also have a group of elders who are working on health, wellness, walkability, and making sure good food and nutrition is had for our elders as well.
Great. Any questions, comments? Thank you, Commissioner. And Springfield Library Foundation Personnel and Operating Expenses Grant. That's, to me, it's self-explanatory.
But is it, what positions though?
The The personnel part of it is used for our Sunday hours at Central Lab, 75,000.
Okay.
And the rest of the money, 45,000 is used for computers as we replace them. We have a 5-year replacement plan, and about 25,000 for.
Excellent. Anything else? All right, the trust and endowment grant. You wanna say what it is?
Yeah, oh, yeah, sure.
Madam President wants to hear, so.
We have a bunch of trusts and endowments that this Economic Foundation manages, and these are restricted to purchasing library materials. So we get 180,000. That's the income that comes from the endowments and trusts.
Is it the same every year or has there been an increase? Oh, it's been the same, okay.
Any other questions on that? Great, thank you, Molly. The public health excellence for capacity building engagement. Who's got that one?
This is a new grant for the Department of Health and Human Services. We filled out the 3 biggest, Worcester, Springfield, and Boston received this public health capacity grant, which is right now it's 1 year. We're hopeful it'll be annualized, but it really is to expand the capacity of our nursing division, of our environmental health division, and looking at ways in which we can enhance this department. And so that is what we'll use the grant for.
Excellent. Nursing in what way? Can we use it towards staff?
Exactly. That is what's so exciting for me is that we
great.
can use this money to enhance our nursing division, which, as you know, we sorely need. So it is staffing. It's also staffing for a community health worker we have a large tuberculosis cases in our city. And so we need to make sure we have individuals who can work with our population who really needs that support. This grant will help us do that.
Thank you. I didn't know about the tuberculosis, but.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
We'll have another meeting on
Yeah,
that.
Brian will call it. So number 23, the council.
Well, congratulations on this new grant.
Very much
We
so.
love new money, and you too on 30,000. We'll take it all.
Mr. Goodman?
Yes, this is our annual grant we received. This is we're in our 5th year of the 10-year grant for this council on aging. This is our main source of income really for the Department of Elder Affairs, pays for salaries and for programming under the Department of Elder Affairs.
It's always the same amount?
Yeah, we haven't gotten down on it. They haven't got down on it. There was some talk about maybe next year, because they've been allowing us to carry over these funds. So now they're talking about maybe starting in fiscal year 27. We don't spend out, we may not be able to carry over, but they're still in the early stages of that.
Spend that.
Well, if you need to spend it, and you know what your Citizens Council has, a senior center that we're trying to build. So if you have any extra, Commissioner, you heard, right? Excellent. Okay, great, that's good. So the GEU grant, who's got that one? Oh,
Good afternoon,
good afternoon.
Lieutenant Brian Elliott. My apologies for my.
You right on time.
Yeah.
No, I'm a little busy out there. So this GEU grant begins on July 1st through June 30th of 2027 for $1,308,213.15. This is the grant that the city receives from the Mass Gaming Commission, and it pays for the salary and fringe benefits of 1 supervisor and 6 officers that staff the GEU Gaming Enforcement Unit embedded in the MGM Casino.
This is different than the one that they cut us off, remember? We got one that they stopped doing.
Yes, this is different from that.
Oh, okay. All right, that's all I have.
Any other questions? Do you guys do any outreach for that? Like especially with youth?
No, ma'am.
No?
Not for, this is strictly for enforcement and law enforcement presence inside the facility.
An MGM?
This doesn't support programming or anything that would be ancillary to that.
Okay,
This is just like personnel costs and stuff like that?
Yeah.
thank you. DPW ride share funding? Chris.
Good evening, counselors. Chris
Hi
Signol,
there.
DPW Director. It's our annual allotment we've been receiving from the state, associated with, Uber rides, Lyft rides in the state or in the city, and we receive funding. We primarily use this funding, either for sidewalks, crosswalks, upgrades of ADA components in the city. We program it over the winter for next construction season, and we fill in the gap based upon when we make applications to the state for crosswalks, shared streets, complete streets, to supplement that work on crosswalks. This year we are doing, we just finished, or we're in the process of doing one over on Belmont Avenue, a crosswalk there. And a couple years ago, we did the one on State Street. So that's where a lot of that funding comes from, and we'll be programming it over the winter for next summer's construction.
Which one on State Street?
The crosswalk we did at the library.
Huge.
Oh, the library.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Good point.
in front of the central library.
Yes.
Yep. Drive slow.
Yeah.
Telling you. Tell everybody.
Thank you, Chris. Any other questions on that one? All right, and then the next four looks like there's sale of streets.
Vacant parcels.
They're parcels, I see. So 3 are going to Springfield City of Homes Development and 2 are going to Naylor Nation Real Estate. Jerry, you want to talk about those?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Jerry McCafferty, Office of Housing.
Yeah.
I can speak, so there's a group of 3 and then a group of 2. The
Right.
3 are numbers 26, 27, and 29. It's Walnut Street, Green Street, and King Street. Those are going to Springfield City of Homes Development LLC, which is a subsidiary of Wayfinders. These were a request for proposals. We made them available. They're vacant lots in the Old Hill and near Old Hill. They're in the Old Hill neighborhood. We made these available by an RFP in 2023. They were for the purpose of developing affordable housing that was to be matched with, it was organizations that were applying to the state for neighborhood stabilization program funds. We made 20 lots available in that RFP. Wayfinders applied for and was awarded 4 of the lots. 2 of the lots are contiguous and one is actually behind the other one. So green and rear green must be combined into a single lot. These lots will, so out of the 4 lots, they will develop 3 homes that will be made affordable for home ownership to owners that have to be at 100% area median income. The lots are sold under value because that was the city's contribution to be a match to get the state funds. You know, there needs to be some evidence that the city is a partner in this. So while the lots assessed value was the 4 combined is just over $75,000, we're selling them for $7,249.72. As I said, there was the request for proposal and the award to Wayfinders was in 2023. And then the state's funding rounds were very delayed. So they have only just now gotten the funding to be able to do the development. So now that they have the funds and they've completed all of the steps required, shown us plans that are approved, et cetera, we're ready to convey the parcels to them for them to start construction.
Thank you. Questions, comments?
That's all of, are the same and they all were awarded the neighborhood stabilization funds?
The Walnut, Green, and King Street ones, so 26, 27, and 29. I can speak separately to the Brigham Street.
So she hasn't talked about the other two. 27, 20.
The Brigham Street properties were a much more recent request for development or request for proposals. These were made available in November of 2025. These are vacant lots made available for anyone to develop. So they were not limited to affordable housing. They were made available for the purpose of development of housing. The first set is the Brigham Street 0007 and 0008. These are being awarded to Naylor Nation. They are two vacant lots that are next to each other. They're required to combine the lots, and they will be creating a new two-family residence on the property. The purchase price of the lots is $5,000. The assessed value for the parcels is $1,200. There were 3 bids for these properties. One was the same price as the Naylor Nation one, but that one had to be rejected because it was incomplete. The other one was a much lower amount, and the redevelopment plan was not as beneficial to the city. So that's those 2. Then there is a set of 3 parcels also made available at the same time. There were 4 proposals for those. Again, there was one that was thrown out because it was incomplete. Of the remaining 3, the purchase price is $15,000, which was the highest bid, but also ranked the best proposal. This is 3 lots that are being combined for a single two-family residence. This is being sold for less than the assessed value. The assessed value is $35,200. The purchase price is $15,000. It was the highest bid we received.
Are they getting any neighborhood stabilization funds to help?
They are not. Neighborhood Stabilization Program funds are only available. They're from the state, and they're only available to nonprofit entities. This is a for-profit developer. They're not eligible for those funds. But their calculation is that they can buy these parcels at the price they're seeking. They've offered, and sort of just do market development by building a two-family house. They will make a profit on it.
Haven't the city applied for neighborhood stabilization funds in the past as a nonprofit to help out new developers as well?
We applied as a partner to Home City Development a number of years ago. There was one other time when a for-profit can apply with a partner that is a nonprofit. And several years ago, Naylor Nation actually applied with a CDC that I'm not remembering the name of at this moment, but they applied in partnership with a nonprofit, yes, and were able to apply then as a partner. So presumably they could apply as a partner with Wayfinders or Home City or another CDC, but they have not for these parcels.
If they did that, they would have to make affordable housing, correct?
That's correct. So the Naylor Nations ones will be market rate housing. So they're selling at the market.
Okay. More taxes, Steve.
Well, even the ones that are developed by nonprofit, we get taxes on all of these. They all become taxable properties.
New homes.
Yeah. And they're new homes, correct.
Excellent. Thank you, Jerry.
New growth.
Yes.
Like
That's the
that.
key.
All right, anything else for that one? All right, the 31st and the last one, appropriation order for taking the Herman Hedena school projects, $145,000.
So there is a 5 o'clock subcommittee meeting on this. But I will speak to the fact that we are purchasing a property and 2 vacant lots. And the price is $645,000, and we are taking that out of the PayGo account.
Where are they?
They are on addresses. 10 Prospect, which is the house. It's a family. It's a big house. It's very big.
Are people living there?
There are people
We're
living there right now.
relocating them?
They will be relocated, yes. They're already working with the owner.
So there's
But Peter Garvey will be here at 5
at 5 o'clock.
And he'll be at the council meeting to answer any questions. So great.
Excellent. I think that is all our agenda items for today.
Look at you.
Adjourning the meeting at 4:40. You can have 20 minutes back. Thank you.